And welcome back. This is the Paracord Weaver, and today we'll be doing our part 4 of our 4-part series on how to make an easy monkey fist. And today we're going to be attaching the clasp, and today we'll be using an H&K style clasp. And we'll just do a quick review. So we did an 8 wrap over a golf ball. We have 2 leads coming out on either side. A double lanyard knot. Go into a 4-strand round braid, and that gives us good flexibility so that this can actually build a little bit of speed if we need it to. Into a double lanyard knot, and again, we didn't do anything special between transition because we wanted to put the 4-strand round braid up inside of the double lanyard knot as far as we could. Then we did a round crown sinnet for our handle. And then, because we wanted to move our leads to the center so they weren't all spread out, we went ahead and did a terminal knot. And then now we're going to go ahead and do another double lanyard knot, but this time there's going to be a little bit of difference going on there. So what we do is we do our standard dealie. Remember to twist and lay it down on top and pull it up. And again, we're going to pull these leads underneath and we're going to come through this hole. But before we do that, we're going to take our clasp and we're going to run it through our leads. So that our lead, our clasp is like this. Now we'll run our leads underneath. Okay, we got to watch our twist again. Make sure we get our cords on the correct side. There we go. Okay, so now it looks like this. Now what we're going to do is, let me zoom in just a little bit here. Now what we're going to do is we'll double check our twist on this cord, make sure we're where we need to be. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this lead and we're going to back it out. Okay. So we'll go ahead and pull that lead out. And then we're going to run that lead through the clasp. Okay. And once it's through the clasp, we're going to come back and we're going to go back underneath where we had pulled it out. So it's right next to the other one again. Okay. And then now what we're going to do is, because this needs to have a lot of strength, we're going to go ahead and do the other lead. Oops, looks like I missed it there. Okay, make sure you get underneath both of them. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now what we'll do is back this lead out. And then what we'll do is run it through the clasp, like that. And then back underneath where it came from. Okay. Okay, so now we'll double check our twists again. Make sure that we're where we belong. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and zoom it back out a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so now we have a diamond knot with a clasp, just like that. Okay, so we'll go back to our double lanyard knot tying now, and these are the leads that we'll be using, the ones that we were starting with, and we're going to come around like we normally do. We're going to come around and underneath, and we're going to come up. Now we need to make sure that when we come up on this side of the clasp. Just like this. Okay, so that they're coming up on that side. Now when we tie our other side, we're going to take our clasp and we're going to fold it over, because we're going to come up on this side over here. And again, we come around and then we come up. On this side. And then we do the same thing on this one. Okay, so now what we have are 4 leads coming out of the top. We have 2 on one side of the clasp and 2 on the other. So now we're going to go ahead and snug up like we normally do on our double lanyard knot. And again, you can accent these anywhere along the line if you'd like to have a little bit of more bling on it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start snugging it up. We'll start on this side, and again, you can see the leads. These leads are these down here, and we're going to pull it up. Again, we're not going to pull it tight. We're just taking the slack out, and we're going to walk it around. Okay. Okay, now we're going to stop right there. And let me grab my awl real quick. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. So now we basically have the slack out of this. And what we're going to do is, you can see that we have 2 leads that come over like this. And what we want to do is take our awl, since it's nice and loose, we're just going to put it up like that, and we're going to take the cord that's on this side, and we're going to run it through there just like that. Okay, and we're going to do it nice and loose. Then we're going to turn it over, and we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Okay, we're going to take the cord that's on this side, and we're going to run it through that piece there. And again, if you had fids, you can put fids on and just stuff it through there and you'd be done. But again, I want to show you how to do it without special tools, to show you that anybody can do it with whatever they have available to them. Okay, so now it looks like this, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take our awl, and there's two sets of wraps are going to go underneath. This one and this one. Same on the other side. And we're just going to take and we're going to open it up a little bit. Just like that. We'll take this cord, and what we're doing is going over these two cords here, and then we're coming down. Okay, and then we do the same thing. We turn it over, take our awl, there we are, and we're going to go over or underneath of those two leads like that, and we're going to stretch it out a little bit. Well, I got to do it the right one here. Sorry about that. We're going to come right here. There we go. We'll stretch it out just a little bit. Then we'll take our lead right here, and we're going to come underneath of all of those, and we'll go ahead and slide it through there. There we go. Okay, make sure it stays on the correct side. We want to keep all of our leads that are on each side on the right one. Okay, again, we want to watch our twist. Like that. So now what you have is you have a double lanyard knot where your leads that are coming up the center, like you would normally tie it, one lead is going over and down underneath. The other lead is going over the other side and down underneath, and you have that on both ends. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and shape it, and then again we're going to take the slack out. So we'll start with this one, same thing as before. We're just going to pull it up. We're not going to make it tight yet. We're just going to take the slack out, and we'll just walk it around. Now you could do a couple of other different knots here. You could do a Matthew Walker knot, but I prefer this one because it gives me a really good, secure, firm connection on this. And then when you come to the end where you're pulling up, this is the one that loops over, and we're just going to take and snug it up, and this one same way. Okay, and we just want to go nice and easy on these. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do the other side, and again you can tell which one goes where. And we'll just pull the slack out of it. Not too tight yet. Okay, and again, this is going to come up and back down, and this one will be the other one. Okay. So it's beginning to take shape. And as we tighten this up and start to pull these tight, this knot, this double lanyard knot, will begin to get its shape like these other ones. So we'll go one more time And then we'll show you how to finish off these leads. There we go. Coming along. Okay, again, as we come up, these leads are going to be the ones that loop around. Okay, we want to make these as tight as we can get them because this is our last go through on this. And again, the reason we do that is because this lead here, if you don't make this as tight as you can get it here, then you end up with a possibility of it coming loose. This knot will not come loose the way it's made. So I guess you don't have to worry about that. On a regular lanyard knot, you do need to watch that. And we don't want to pull this all the way tight until we have the other one, the other side all tightened up. Okay. There we go. Now again, this is our last go through, so we want to make sure that we get these tight. So now you can go ahead and lay on these if you want to. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and make that real tight here. And we'll go ahead and pull it. Now we can go ahead and pull these tight because we're ready now. So we're going to go ahead and snug these up. There we go. Okay, so now what we have is a near completed monkey fist that was really simple to make. Now these leads, there's a couple of things you can do with them, whatever your preference is. Depending on the application and where it's going, I'll trim these right here and I'll singe them. When you bend this and you trim it low and then you singe it, then when you put it back to its normal position, this singe mark is underneath or right on top of this shoulder and you can't even see it. Okay, we'll go ahead and stop there. And this is the paracord weaver. We just want to give you an easy way to make a monkey fist. We hope that the instructions were clear and easy. And again, we'll just do another review. 8 wrap over a golf ball. You can use any item you want here. Double lanyard knot. And again, we have 2 strands, so it's super strong. 4-strand round braid, double lanyard knot, round crown sennit into a terminal knot up here, and then we'll just call this a modified double lanyard knot so that we could attach that clasp. That's the Paracord Weaver. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.